He just started. It was like his first job. And Bobby was there, and his breathing is, he's had a lot of breathing problems. Once you're there too long. So anyway, they're having a fight in Madison Square Garden in March. We fight the cops every year.
Yeah?
It's called the Battle of the Badges.
Who's won over time, over the years? Who's won the most, you think?
The cops are double the amount of pool that they can get. They're twice as big an organization as us. We're like 30,000. They're like 60,000. But we get some good fighters, and we beat them quite a few times. They fight everywhere. They fight in England. They fight in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll fight any fire department, any cops.
So Bobby and his gang, this is like a thing they do all year.
All year, yeah. Oh, he's so busy.
So he runs the FDNY Boxing Club.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They raise like hundreds of thousands for Tunnels to Towers every year.
And what is Tunnels to Towers?
That's with the like World Trade Center Foundation, where the guy's brother ran through from Staten Island. He ran through the tunnel to get to the Trade Center, and he passed away. And so they started this organization, and it's huge.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. We'll make a donation to him.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, right here. Born from the tragedy of 9/11, the Tunnels to Towers Foundation carries out its mission to do good by providing mortgage-free homes to Gold Star and fallen first responder families with young children, and building specially adapted smart homes for catastrophically injured veterans and first responders. Wow.
Yeah. They ran through the tunnel with their gear on to get to Manhattan.
The FDNY Boxing Club is comprised of active duty members of FDNY and EMS who train on their own time, established in 1982. FDNY Boxing has spent 40 years raising funds for worthwhile charities through spirited competition. Yeah, man, we'll make a donation to them.
I'm going.
Bravest boxing team will defend the Big Apple in the second international Battle of the Badges, huh?
The funny thing is, the best fights are in the crowd. The cops and the firemen going at it. Holy shit, the brawls. One time I was there, and this girl cop, she was bad-mouthing some firemen, and she threw a soda at the guy. And the one fireman says, hey, I don't hit firemen. And the other fireman said, I do. And he clocked her.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, she went flying over the thing. The whole fight broke out. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, once you throw a soda at you.
Yeah, and with all the people getting sex changes now, you don't know who's got what on them.
Exactly.
I'm not frisking you first to find out.
What are you packing?
Yeah. How has the department changed since you got involved in now?
Well, from when I got on, and then in the early late 90s, mid 90s, computers came in, and that changed a lot. Computers, and now digital things. We had fax machines and computers, and that changed a lot of things. Before it was just writing in a book, Now more things are more digital, so they had a little more eyes on you. You couldn't get away with as much.
Right, a lot more technology stuff. Yeah,
because back in the day, the bosses ran the firehouse. There was nobody else that knew what was going on. Whatever they put in the book was what it was.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I bought my house, it was a funny story. I was 24. And I told my boss, I told the bank, yeah, this is where I work if you want to check on my employment. And I gave him the number to the truck office. And so I said, this is what I make, and it was like twice what I was making. He's like, you can't say that. I said, just tell the bank, don't worry about it. And it worked.
What did Christine say when you called her that? It must have been crazy.
Oh, yeah, well, her sister answered the phone, Bernie, and I was like, Bernie, and she's like, Tony, how the fuck are you? What's going on? I said, oh my God, we just got firehouse, we're taking a break, we're all okay, and I'll talk to my wife, tell her, I love her, and I'll see you in a bit, I'll call her later. So I hung up, and we went back to the pile. So now we get back on the pile. It's like, what do we want? We're walking along, and guys are like seeing other guys that you're hugging. So my friend Bobby sees a guy they're hugging, and I'm standing there like on a plateau. And this guy hits me, another fireman. He goes, buddy, you're standing on somebody. And I was like, oh, shit. And I look down, and this guy in this three-piece suit, he's like part of the ground. He's looking up at me, and I'm like, oh, my God. That was the first body I saw all day.
God.
Yeah, so now we're like, okay, so now we're moving along. What do you want to do? They started a bucket brigade. I don't know, we must have had 1,000 Home Depot buckets, and you would pass a bucket and take a bucket.
Just moving water along.
for like hours we were doing that, you know, and it was
Like
starting
Fantasia.
yeah, it was getting dark out, you know, the day was getting, it was like around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And so now we're doing this for hours. My back is killing me. And all of a sudden we hear all this yelling. Everybody's yelling and cheering. It's 9:30 at night, you know, at 9 o'clock. We're like, what is that? What is that? My friend Bobby goes, look over there, down there. And we look down, and here comes a parade of iron workers with heavy machinery, cranes. They got their hard hats on, cut-off shirts. Everybody's got their fists in the air. They're all hanging off the machines. Everybody's cheering like we won the Super Bowl. It was like, it was a drop in the bucket, but they got right to work, started taking off all the heavy shit. You know, I mean, it had months, almost a year to go, but it was just a start.
Yeah.
And it just felt so good.
Like we had a chance.
Yeah, and then finally we were like, you know, let's start heading home, you know, and I met a few guys heading home, and I was thinking in the back of my mind, all the guys, you know, that got killed. We had no idea how many yet.
Can't even imagine.
And I run into a friend of mine, and he was off in a rescue company, and I said, hey, John. He said, Tony, how you doing? He goes, you know, Tony, Jerry was working, and Jerry was like one of my best friends. And I was like, oh, God, I just like stepped back because I knew he was in Rescue One. I was devastated. My friend Whip saw it, and he put his arm around me. He said, come on, Hunu, let's go. Let's leave. And I was like, I'm still emotional over it.
It's heartbreaking. What was his name? Jerry what?
Jerry Nevins.
Jerry Nevins. Let's see a picture of him, huh?
Funny story, when he told me he was going to leave to go to rescue, I was like, you motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me? It was like, because everybody was leaving. You know, I was there 15 years. I was losing guys left and right. They were getting made lieutenant. He wanted to go to a rescue company. And we used to bash rescue all the time. Rescue's like a special company. You know, when a truckie or a fireman gets in trouble, they send a rescue guy to get them. They're like expertise.
They're like the Marines or whatever, kind of, or
they're
no?
Like the Marines, but they're like specialists.
Is that Jerry?
Yeah, it's Jerry.
Oh, there he is.
And they were on 42nd Street, Rescue 1. So they're right in the middle of Times Square.
Oh, they were there.
Oh, he made so many rescues. It was amazing.
Wow, so he enjoyed it once he got over there.
Oh, I used to go to some medal days, and he'd be there, and, you know, 2-3 medals, you know, hanging off of buildings, scaffoldings. He say, you know, it was a lot of times in Midtown, the scaffoldings would break, and they'd have to go over ropes and get these guys. And yeah, he was just a great find. But when he told me he was going to rescue, I was crushed. I was like, you got to be kidding me. He told me in the middle of a box. We were checking out a building. So now I get back in the rig, and we're going down the St. Nicholas Avenue, and I turn the ladder all the way out. So now it looks like a square, you know? And I'm like this way looking at him. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck you. And we straighten it out. Now we're crossing over Amsterdam Avenue, and I see them put the lights on. Like, okay, we're getting a run. I see the boss on the phone, you know, and he's taking down the information, puts his arm out, like, we got to run. It sounds like a job. Numerous calls. Numerous calls means you're going to work.
Oh,
that means people are calling. You know, I see a fire, I see a fire, I see a fire.
Right, it's not just some weirdo
just
with a Ouija board. Yeah.
Yeah, no Ouija boards, no fake alarms. You hear numerous calls, you know you're going to work. So now we go around Broadway, and I see it. We come up, and it's a second floor. It's blowing out like 4 windows. And there's an awning with off the fire escape on the second floor, and it's still not fire out. I got to get in there. I'm the OV. That's my job. So now I'm getting a ladder out. I'm putting the ladder up. The Dominican guys in the street, they're helping me place the ladder into the thing. I climb up the ladder. I smash the window out. I put my mask on, and I drop in. Now it's blowing all the other rooms. This room is getting ready to blow, you know. It gets hot. So now I'm in there, and I'm searching around, and I get lost. I get pumped into a bureau on my knees, and I get disorientated, and I'm getting scared because my ears are starting to burn. I know it's going to light up. So, which is crazy. I got caught in a closet. You'd never think, how'd you get caught in a closet, right? But I'm crawling in thinking it's an opening, and I turned in there, and I'm in this closet. Now I can't get out of the closet. I'm going around in a circle. My ears are burning, and all of a sudden I hear Jerry. He came in behind me, and Jerry had a bite bar, which was like totally illegal. Instead of having a mask with a net on, It was like you had a little bite bar in the mask, so you didn't need that. You just held it with your teeth, which was totally outlawed, but it made it easier to take it on and off. So I hear him say, Tony. And I'm like, Jerry. He's like, you got to get out of here. It's going to light up. I'm like, I can't find my way out. I was like taking my mask off, calling for my mother. I thought I was a dead man.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, I heard the engine at the door, and I heard this guy McCarthy yelling, kick its ass, hit it, hit it. And I heard the water coming in, and I was like, oh, it was music to my ears. I was going to live again. And then after that, when I was in the street, I was like a zombie, you know, and Jerry was like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you? I said, dude, that was fucking close. He just laughed, you know, but that was it. He went to rescue the next day. I never even thanked him for coming in after me that day.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just even the stories are so like exhilarating. I can imagine I can't even imagine what it's like, really.
We were putting a fire out. I made a cover of a magazine. I think you could bring it up. It was called Fire Command. I didn't know what it was. You know, it was like one of these buff magazines. Yeah, that's me in the middle.
In a neck brace?
Yeah. I look like an Italian